Hello, this is Mastan. Today we're discussing about cycle converters. So, what is cycle converter? Here the topics are what is cycle converter, classifications, operations, applications, everything we discuss coming classes. So, cycle converter is a direct frequency changer that converts AC power at one frequency to AC power at different frequency or another frequency. It is also called as AC to AC conversion. Cycle converter is defined by it is frequency changer. It's not as a frequency constant, it is a frequency changer that converts AC power at one frequency to AC power at one frequency to AC power another frequency is called cyclic converter. So cyclic converters are used in high power applications, that is um, washing machines, rolling mills, textile mills, uh, speed control of synchronous induction motors. So all are used by using cyclic converters. Okay, so these converters can be classified as two classifications. One is step down cyclic converter, second step up cyclic converter. So based on the definition, cyclic converter frequency changer. So input frequency is one, output another frequency. Okay, so based on that, the cyclic converters can be classified as two categories. One is step down. So what is step down? Step down cyclic converter means output frequency is lower than the input frequency or supply frequency. Output frequency is lower than the supply frequency is called a step down cyclic converter. What is step up cyclic converter? Output frequency is more than the supply frequency is called as step up cyclo converters. So like that they should be classified as. Okay, so in these cyclic converters, that is either it is single, depends upon the AC supply, the single phase 230 volts 50 Hz AC supply is given to that, or three phase 400 volts AC supply is given to that also. Whatever the supply is given, but we are getting as output also AC. So we are getting output AC with different frequencies. So not is equal to supply frequency, either increasing or decreasing. So like that, it is step up or step down cyclic converters. So in these cyclic converter configurations, so the circuits are different devices we are using as SCRs, and okay, so SCRs to be connected anti-parallel. So like that, same as AC volts controller, but it is two different configurations. Um, in case of these cyclic converters, there is a different circuit diagrams are there in step up and step down cyclic converters. So here I'm taken as first concept is single phase to single phase step up cyclic converters. So here the bracket is written as F naught is equal to 6 into Fs. F naught indicates output frequency, Fs indicates input frequency. So where output frequency is 6 times of the input frequency. So simply it is called as a step up. That means output frequency is more than the input frequency. So that's why it is called as a step up. Output frequency you are getting more than that. That is 6 times of input frequency. So let us see the circuit diagram of this. So it is here I am taken as two configurations. One is midpoint type configurations. Second is bridge type configurations. Either step up or step down. Midpoint configurations or bridge type. So here I am taken as it is nothing but midpoint or center tap. So the transformer primary winding is connected to the supply. Secondary winding is center tap. Secondary winding of transformer is center tap. So A and it is O and it is B. O midpoint of transformer. Okay, where the load is connected to the O terminal only. Okay, suppose A is positive with respect to B, B is positive with respect to A. In two cases, O is neutral. So remember that point. So it is this configuration nothing but center tap or midpoint type configuration of step up cyclic converters. So where it is the circuit diagram. So in this diagram, two thyristors P1, N1 anti-parallel, and again P2, N2 anti-parallel. Okay, see here P1, P2 means positive group of thyristors, N1, N2 indicates negative group of thyristors. So where the load is considered resistive load, so the load current follows by plus minus the direction of current, plus minus I'm taken, depends upon the direction of the current. Okay, so it is the circuit diagram. In this diagram, input supply AC, input power or input AC voltage at one frequency is given to that. We are getting as output voltage at different frequencies, either it is step up or step down. That means output frequency is more than that input, or output frequency is less than the input also. So it is a center tap or midpoint configuration of step up cyclic converter or step down cyclic, whatever it is. So here I am taken as step up cyclic converters. So where it is plus minus VA0, VAO and VBO. So P1 and 1, these two are anti-parallel, P2 N2, these two are anti-parallel. So where P1, P2 are trigger only positive half cycle, N1, N2 will be trigger negative half cycles. So not like that. So suppose P1 is triggered, P2 will N2 trigger means. So here in the circuit, in the cyclic converters, they require some forced combination elements by turn off the corresponding thyristors. In case of AC voltage controller, no need to require uh, the commutating elements, but in case of cyclic converter we require forced combination elements to turn off the thyristors by getting output frequency is more than or less than the input frequency. So that's why I explained. So suppose P1 is triggered, so during that time the P1 is turned off by connecting some commutating elements to automatic by applying the commutating forced combination technique. So P1 is turned off, and again N2 will trigger. So like that. So I will explain clearly. Okay. So the diagram is, so it is the waveforms of step-up cycle converters. So it is dark line, it is dotted lines. Okay, shade. Okay, we should observe only dark line only. So here it is waveform. So P1, N2, P1, N2, P1, N2. How many cycles up to completion of one cycle? One half cycle, 1, 2, 3. Once completion of one half cycle of input, we are getting output is 3 cycles. Similarly, it is also 3. So complete 6. So output frequency 6 times of input frequency. So that's why it is called as a step up cyclic converter. Now take the operation is, so during positive half cycle of input, A is positive with respect to B, means A is positive, means A is positive, positive is connected to anode of P1. So P1 comes in conduction state, okay, and B is negative. So B is negative means negative is connected to cathode of N2. N2 comes in conduction state after applying the firing pulses to the P1 and N2. Okay, so now during this state, P1 is triggered. So the current path is A plus P1, A, and load plus load minus, and again VA's O. Okay, it is a path like this. So the load voltage is positive. Okay, see the waveform. So P1 is triggered the voltage waveform like this. So here the we are getting as again same positive half cycle, N2 also forward bias, should apply the firing pulses to the N2. So at the time we should apply forced combination technique to turn off the P1 thyristor, thyristors. During this state, during these conditions, P1 becomes in off state. How it is off state? By applying forced combination elements to that P1. P1 comes in off state automatically. Already N2 is forward bias. N2 is forward bias. So once the firing pulse is given to that same positive half cycle, so N2 comes in conduction state. The waveform is output voltage produced like this. It is followed by input. Clear? So why you are getting negative voltage means N2 is triggered. So the direction is like this. Actual direction is forward these directions. Once N2 is triggered, the direction is opposite to that. So that's why we are getting as negative direction, negative output voltage. And again applying the forced combination elements are technique to the N2, again then N2 is turn off, then P1 is turn on, again the voltage will produces, it is followed by input, then again applying the forced combination techniques to the P1, again P1 is turn off, then N2 comes in conduction state, then up to this N2 is turn on, then again forced combination techniques is applied to the N2 thyristor, then N2 comes in off state, already P1 comes in forward bias, then P1 applying the firing pulse to that P1, then P1 produce some voltage, load voltage, it is positive negative. So like that, the end of one positive half cycle of input, we are getting as 3 cycles of output. Let us see. P1 only positive portion, N2 only negative portion. Remember this. So it is for one cycle, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So it is happened. It is presented by only half cycle of input only. So we are getting as the completion of one half cycle of input. The output is 3 cycles. Coming to negative half cycle, negative cycle of input, that means A is negative with respect to B. A is negative means negative is connected to cathode, N1 comes in conduction mode, B positive means P2 comes in conduction mode. So once B is positive means P2 comes in conduction mode, means the path voltage current direction is B plus P2 load V load, that is V plus V minus, and again. So once P2 comes in conduction mode, voltage is positive. Voltage is positive. See here, voltage is positive. So once voltage positive means up to P2 will turns on. So but we are getting output frequency more than, so P2 comes in offset means we should apply again forced combination techniques to the P2, then P2 turned off. So we are applying the firing pulses to the second negative group of thyristors of N1 also. So N1 is triggered, we are getting negative voltage, and again N2, N1 turn off by combination, forced combination techniques. Then again P2 turns on, then again. So like that it should be presented up to negative half cycle. End of one negative half cycle, we are getting again 3 more cycles. So the completion of one cycle of input, we are getting 6 cycles. We are getting a 6 cycles. It is the operation of step up. So by seeing this, the output frequency is more than the input frequency. So what is output frequency? F naught is equal to 6 times of Fs. It is one cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's why it is called as a step up cycle converters. Okay, thank you.